Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today we're going to make a file folder mini album. Now this is going to be my second try at this because I started to make it the other day. And well, the video was doomed right from the beginning, so we scrapped that and we're going to try it again. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with our video. If you like my video, I just ask that you give me a thumbs up and check out my other one. So we're going to use just two standard file folders, and we're going to cut each file folder from the fold across 7 3/4 inches. So it doesn't matter where these tabs are because you're not going to use them anyway. We're going to leave it the full length. We're just going to cut from the fold over 7 3/4, and we're going to do that with both of them. Then on the bottom, after we get them cut, we're going to fold our bottom up. Now remind you, this is not going to be here. We're going to fold our bottom up approximately 3 inches. It'll depend on how deep you specifically want your pocket, but we're going to fold it up 3 inches. And then I'll move to the ones that I already have started. So these are folded up 3 inches, and I have lines there, but the lines will be covered. And then between our before we cut our pockets even, we're going to fold. This is our fold here. That's our natural fold. So we're going to just fold each side in to your center, but leave just barely a little tiny bit there, gap, so when you fold it over it doesn't bind. Okay, and we'll just fold it back over, and your pockets will already be folded up. You can do them before you fold this, or you can do them after. It's completely up to you. So we're going to make a thumb notch in our pockets. Now I used this little notch from my envelope board, and I really like this better than the circle punch. But if you don't have this, and this is what it looks like, if you don't have this, just use your circle punch. And if you don't want a thumb notch, you don't have to have it. So I went ahead and I just scored, or I didn't score it. I inked everything that's going to show. I'm not decorating the back. The back can be left if you want to use it for, the only one that's going to be covered on the back is the front and the back piece. The rest of it's going to be blank. So if you want to decorate them, you can, because you can just pretty much stick it in a pocket or something, or just, leave it floating. And let me see, something else I was going to say. Can't even remember. All right, so I have mine numbered so I know what's what. I didn't ink there. I didn't ink after I cut them. Okay, so now they're inked. I didn't ink either one of them. And then this one, when I folded my pocket up, I measured it wrong, so I had pockets down here and pockets up there. So I have a little bit of a fold right there, but it's going to be covered, so we're not even going to see that. And when you fold these over, you just want to kind of make sure that your tops and your bottoms are fairly even. And then what we're going to do, now the front cover folds in. We're going to accordion fold it, and then this folds back on itself, and then this folds over. And that's how the front and the back both are. Now on this one, doesn't matter how many times I try to score it down a little more. This pocket sticks out a little bit, but I could probably trim it Not sure if it's this pocket or this pocket. Let's see. I think it's this pocket, but I think it's this whole thing. Sticks out just a little bit farther. So I've tried and tried to rescore it so it stays down, but you know, it just really doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put our two sides together. Now, when I did my other one, this is where I completely messed it up. When I glued, I didn't get it even. I took it apart, put it back together again. It was worse the second time than it was the first time. But I thought, well, we'll try. Then I glued my pockets shut before I put my matte paper in. So I couldn't get my matte paper down in because it was glued shut. So that did that. I scrapped it. So I'm going to go off and I'm going to glue this on. I'm going to glue this together. Now when you glue this together, you can completely glue it down, or you can glue three sides and you can have a really long top pocket. And I had thought about it at first, but then I changed my mind. So I'm just going to completely glue it together and then I'll be right back. Okay, now that went so much better than the first time. So this is what we have. We have this, and this is our center. This is our back. So when we fold it in, we're just going to fold it, flip it and flip it, flip it and flip it. And when you open it, you can just open it like a book. Just in the process, we have to make sure that none of our pages stick together. And there we go. So now we're just going to put our mats on. So how's everyone doing today? Hopefully good. Had a nice relaxing day yesterday. It just seemed like to slowly flow, and that was good. Sometimes Sundays go by so fast. So that's my front cover, and this paper, I love this paper. I have this is another, now we're not going to glue our pockets yet. We're going to leave that till last. This is another one of them paper pads that I've had for quite a long time, and I love it. This would be a nice little journal, booklet, folio, whatever you might want to call it, to give for Valentine's Day. Oh, it wouldn't be nice for Christmas too. Decorate it up pretty and give it to a teacher. School's going to be starting soon, most everywhere. Decorate it up with fun papers. Now I cut all of these so they're just a little bit smaller than the background. And it won't really do me any good to give you measurements because it probably wouldn't be the same anyway. I'm just going to do my pockets on 3 sides. And then as I mat each one, I can glue my pocket up. I think the colors are just so pretty. So we only have to glue just the two sides on the pockets. And I thought the pink went pretty with the papers. If you don't like to ink, you don't have to ink anything. Have these all marked for the spots that they're going in. I had to rearrange just a little tiny bit because I can't even remember the paper I had on the first one. I didn't have any more of it. So I had to move them around a little bit and pick a different one. But what are you going to do? Now I can try to get these all up here so they're even, but I'm not going to guarantee that's going to happen. I have to bring it down just a little bit on my board to see. And some of my pockets, my mats for my pockets are a little bit narrower, but I still think it's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, let me bring this down just a little bit. I think it's still in view. Now when you glue these mats down, if you want to leave it open at the top, you could make another pocket where it would slide down into the top of your mat. That could be like a hidden pocket. Let me bring it down here and see if I'm getting it kind of even. This was a fun project until I messed the first one up. Then it wasn't fun anymore. But this one went so much better. So that's a good thing. There's just certain things that I like to do off camera, and I tried to glue it on camera. That was probably the mistake. Sometimes it's just easier without the camera. Alright, so now all I'm going to be doing is matting the rest of these, putting the mats on my pockets. So I think I'm just going to go off and finish matting everything. And then I'll come back. I think I got that one higher. I'll come back and we'll start doing our tags. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we got that all done. So this is our cover, our front cover. And our first page and our second page. third page and fourth, fifth page, our sixth page, seventh, no, wait a minute. What are we doing? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the last one, front and last, make 10 flaps. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pockets. I knew I wasn't counting right. Okay, so we're going to start on our pockets. Now, I'm just going to do 2 of them on camera. I did the rest of them while I was off. I just cut my backing out of the file folder. Cut the mats to be a little bit smaller. So you can do your tags however you want. I'm just leaving the back of them blank so you can journal on them. So there's a lot of journaling space because they're big tags. And these are my tabs. I just cut a circle. I have a little pattern that I made. I just cut a couple circles. A little bit bigger one, a little bit smaller one. And then I just cut them at an angle. And that's my tab. Because I don't have a tab punch, so see, you don't have to have a tab punch. You can make tabs all different shapes. You can make them bigger and smaller. And I just made the base of the tab out of the file folder. And just put some coordinating paper on it. And then I just inked around the outside, mainly of just the file folder. I did a little bit on the papers, but it doesn't really show up. So it's just up to you, whatever you want to do. Once you get everything cut out and, well, you know, your 2 pieces go together like they're supposed to, everything else goes pretty quickly. And you can make it into a flip book if you wanted to, where you could have pockets on the back of it also. So you can do numerous things with it. You can have smaller pockets on the regular pockets, and like I say, in the center you can make a top pocket. You can add pockets to these mats. You just don't glue them down all the way. All kinds of things you can do. Okay. So these are the rest of my tags. Now this one here, let's see, what did I do with it? That one got kind of close. This one here really got kind of close. I put it down and I looked away, and before I could even adjust it, well, it was there, because art glitter glue is not forgiving. Before I put my tags in, I'm just going to decorate the front a little bit. I'm not going to decorate anything else because I figure, you know, you can decorate it however you want. So I thought the yellow, or the yellow lace, yeah, that looks yellow, doesn't it? I thought the pink lace would be pretty across it. I didn't fill this bottle because I thought that I was just going to be using art glitter glue. So I'm just going to put the lace and just a little phrase on the front. I thought about having it at an angle, but then I didn't think it was going to look right, so I didn't. I just put it straight across. I think I need a little bit more glue out there. Then this is just one of the little strip at the top, whatever you call it. It's the extra strip. That I just used that as the background. And I did this phrase, make pretty things. So I'm just going to put that on it, and that's going to be the only decoration that I do. So you can decorate everything how you want it. Now, I also thought about rounding my corners. And then after I gave it thought, I decided not to. I decided just to leave them square. But a lot of the times I do round my corners because I like them rounded. But on this one, we're just going to leave them square. So you can do it different ways. It's just whatever anybody likes, prefers. All right. So we're just going to put our tags in. Hopefully I don't have to trim any of them because maybe I put too much glue. After they're in there, it'll stretch it out a little bit. And I just mixed up the colors because all of it, like I say, is from the same paper pad. So it doesn't really matter which ones go where, because the colors are all combined together on the backgrounds. And I just think all of the stripes and the flowers and the hearts go together so good. They're just so pretty. So what do you think about the little file folder album? I think it's cute. So you can add all kinds of, let me see, something sticking in here. Maybe not. You can add whatever kind of decorations that you want on your pockets. It would be pretty with lace across them. Little labels, numbers, words, anything like that. And this is the strip that I was talking about. This was across the top of the 12 by 12. So I didn't cut them off because I don't mind that black dot across there. But the ones that I was using for other stuff, this had been cut off. So I kept them because you can use them So I thought it worked well. Oh, that needs glued a little bit. I don't think I glued that very well. I'll put a little bit more glue in there. Let me use my ruler and see what the problem is in here. There we go. Now, like I say, on the back, you can mat these, you can add more pockets, whatever you choose. That's where our center thing is. So you would only have 4 spaces on the back. Unless you decorated your front and back cover with pockets, you could do that also. Decorate the back pocket or with a pocket and finish making your front a little fancier. It's up to the individual, whatever you want to do. So I thought my closure would just be, I have this chenille yarn, very soft. I thought I had pink, but this background is white. So I'm just going to wrap it around a couple of times and just tie a little bow. Love this yarn. I also got this yarn from the Dollar Tree. I'll just tie a little bow and it'll be pretty. Okay, so there we go. So let me know down in the comments what you think. If you have any comments or questions, any ideas, suggestions, let me know. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I just ask that you subscribe if you'd like to see more of what I'm doing, and share my channel if there's anyone else that you know would be interested. So until the next time, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful day and happy crafting. Bye for now.